Hello, and thank you for coming to the McWaters Effect. I'm your host, Matt. Today, I'm going to be looking at some stories when it has to do with critical race theory. But first, I need you to go to your mother, your wife, and tell her Happy Mother's Day for me. Now, let's get on with this. The first story has to do with the Lieutenant Governor in North Carolina. Amherst Public Schools predicts mass exodus. Critical race theories, anti-American agenda is all coming out thanks to lawmakers like Republican Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, Mark Robinson, and his educational task force. Right now, we have a lot of people on the left, on the hard left, who are using the educational system basically as their own personal playground to push their own personal agendas. And we're going to continue to fight and wrestle that away from them and get education back to the place where it should be, Robinson said on Saturday. According to North Carolina families who host Robinson on their weekly radio program on Saturday. The Lieutenant Governor's Facts Task Force, which stands for Fairness and Accountability in the Classroom and Teachers and Students, works to support parents, teachers, and students who are willing to stand up for North Carolina's future by exposing indoctrination in the classroom and ensuring that our students are taught how to think, not to what to think. Thank you, my good sir. You're completely 100% correct on this. Critical race theory is damaging to everybody, and it's a ideology that's not based in fact. The idea of it is the only way you can fix past slights when it comes to race, the only way you can fix it is by being racist. Doesn't even make any sense. Okay? How you fix racism is by ending it, not by just perpetuating more of it. Now, North Carolina is the only state that's doing this. You have Texas. Texas could be banning critical race theory next, as several states look to follow Idaho. Texas Republicans look to set the following footsteps to other states that are banning the teaching of critical race theory, which examines the way race and racism interacts with politics, culture, and law. That ain't what it does. Okay, that's Newsweekly is giving their own opinion on that. That is not what critical race theory does. It's pretty much saying, I'm trying to find the best way to say it without getting banned off YouTube, but it's pretty much saying the only way you can fix racism is by getting more racism. Perfect example is that law that they made in California where they were going to be subsidizing people's income with state money for all poor people except for poor white people. It was only people of color. Now, anyone within their right mind would realize, hey, that's racist. You can't do that. Why is it okay for you to subsidize income for African Americans, Latinos, and Asians, but not okay to do that with Caucasians? You see where I'm coming from with this. It's not right. Then you have a state like Oklahoma. Oklahoma governor signed a ban on critical race theory. Oklahoma's not the only state that's done this. Idaho did it, and so has Iowa. Iowa House and Senate banned critical race theory in public schools. Guys, we're winning on this. We're trying to take back these schools and trying to make it where they are actually going there to learn, not being indoctrinated by left-wing policies and communist ideas. This is something, the critical race theory is actually something that's been like on the forefront in colleges for the last 40 years. And now they're trying to put it in public schools, and we need to stop it. The colleges are lost. They're shit. You can't do anything about it. Everywhere you go in those colleges, There's left-wing professors trying to teach you about how the good things about communism when there's nothing good about communism. That's why it's never worked anywhere else. And critical race theory is part of that. Instead of using classism, they're trying to use racism to get control of the country. When I'm talking about they, I'm talking about the left, especially the progressive left. And that's why Joe Biden's actually for all this shit. Because the fact is, he is controlled by the progressive left. He's controlled by them, by the left-wing media, big corporations, and China. But guys, we are winning this. We got 4 states that have banned it so far, and we're winning on the front when it comes to the audits. And more states are going to start auditing. And guys, we're going to win this. This is a war of attrition. We're going to win it. And we just got to keep on beating that drum and keep on pecking away. And we'll win, and we'll put a Republican in that White House in 2024. No doubt about it. But please, guys, hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Peace.